Pop squat. Cool. Manacha. My sleeve is undone. Um, we have a lot of stuff left over from last night's live stream, and I'm going to go through and do a bunch of them, not all of them, because there's more than I had thought, and I'll space out some for the rest of the week. So if you send some stuff in, you might see it here tonight, you might see it later this week, and I apologize for that because it's very, very difficult to judge like how many things to ask for in these live streams, and I don't want to let anybody down. So if you sent stuff in, we're going to get to it. It's just going to take a little bit of time, and I'm going to try and do a bunch of them tonight. If you didn't join us on Friday nights, I've been doing live streams so far 3 weeks in a row. And last night we did it for like 3 hours. You can see the video on the channel a little bit further down, yesterday's videos, in fact. And go check it out. A ton of great stuff. Let me take a look here. My things are all messed up here. What am I looking at? No, that's not it. Did I close my... Yes, here it is. No. Here we go. So the song or the artists that I did in last night's live stream are right here. Rilo Rodriguez, great track. Javen Jarrell, who was somebody who was in the stream and said, "Hey, check out my stuff." It was a great track. Retta, who was new to me. Ohia. Guy named, I looked up today, guy named Jason Molina, and he unfortunately passed away a number of years ago, but he made some really cool music. This song didn't really fit the style of what I normally react to, and that was a bit unfortunate, but it's funny because my wife, unbeknownst to me, checked in on the live stream as we were going and stopped in during the song by Jason Molina, something transmission. And she was like, "Ooh, I really like that song." So she's probably going to download a bunch of that. Carolyn Polachek, awesome. Never heard of her. Killed, awesome. Really, really cool. Two Hollis's new track was fantastic. Good Haunted Computer was, again, somebody from the chat who said, "Hey, listen to my stuff." Really inventive, creative stuff. I thought it was awesome. Oat Milk and Codeine, another new, just not known to me, group or guy, and a friend of his was in chat and sent in a bunch of different stuff, and I've got more that I'm going to do from Oat Milk and Codeine tonight. Again, super interesting stuff. Chris, somebody else from the chat that wanted me to do some stuff. Smoked Up 2016's newest track. Earth Eater, somebody who I'd never heard of before and was great. Young Dolph, fantastic track. Oh my god, I can't believe I never heard that before. Gulavelli, somebody from Seattle who does kind of dark trap, spooky stuff. TMJ Club, Milan, Miles McLeod, Nutclace, and RS Vaughn. Again, some guys who were in chat and said, "Check out my stuff." And then Club Casualties and Lil B, I should say. Really some fantastically good music last night, and you should go check out that live stream because it was fun. It was fun. So let's check this out. This is something sent in by, let's see, Gundeity Xlestabed. I don't know what the X is supposed to be. Elastabed? I don't know what that's supposed to be, but Gundeity is what I'm going to call him. Do you want to know / don't leave me ever! Exclamation point. So maybe this is one of those tracks with two different songs in it. We also have a second track from Gundeity that we're going to listen to called Robotablets, and I'm probably going to do these both in one. He had a comment for me on these. That's not where I want to look. I want to look here, but I don't want to give away anybody's emails, so... he said, "Here are two songs from my new album. The first one is more electronic, and the second one is a short minute-long distorted trap song, kind of like Cemetery style." There you go. let's see what this is like. I am very curious. So the first one is this one that we are looking at here. Do you wanna slash don't leave me ever? And let's do it. One of the things I don't think I've ever commented on is how interesting it is to me, despite the fact that I've never commented on this, how interesting it is to me that there's so much distortion being used in music now. And I don't necessarily think it's overused. I think it's just a tool in the tool belt, right? Like it gives this sort of overflowing energy vibe to whatever music that has that, peak in the meters sort of thing going on in it. And I'm trying to think of when I first heard that, and it was not common. It was not common in the 80s, in the 90s, 2000s, maybe 2010s. Like I can't think of the first time I heard it. Maybe in the 2000s that I heard it with any sort of regularity. But it's really interesting that this has become like a thing that people do in their music, because previous to that it would have been considered like amateurish, like it would have been like, well, can't you control your your instruments, or can't you control like how you're processing this, how you're producing this? And now people go, oh, if you're doing it, you're doing it on purpose, and you're doing it because you want that kind of intense sort of sound. And it's kind of, I mean, it's interesting as an idea. Never really thought about that. I like the vocals there. I like the sound of it, and kind of where it sits in the music, if that makes any sense. Um, it seems a little forlorn, very sad, but it's nice sounding voice. So, I have no idea where you are in terms of your musical journey, Gundeity, uh, but I get the feeling, and this is not a bad thing, so don't take this the wrong way. You are still very much in your experimental phase, and you're trying to figure out what kind of music you really want to make phase. And this seems like you had an idea in your head, and you got it out of your head, and it's sort of the same thing over and over. Not super repetitive, but it gets to the point where it's like, okay, we've heard this. I like the breaks that you take from it, the differentiation that you make, around here. Here, this sort of thing. I like those sort of differences that you put in there, like the different feel. It breaks it up a little bit. It's very intense music, and so a little bit of it goes a long way. And I think you could use a lot less of it and have this song be more successful by putting some different musical phrases in there. I was going to say like other sections that are like a little more calm, but no, it doesn't have to be calm. It just needs to have more different things in it that still fit within the overall track. But I like the feel you're going for with this, so I don't know. I mean, if you're happy with the song, then it's a great song. The next one you sent in was robotablets, and this was the one you said was a minute long, kind of a cemetery feel in terms of the production. I'm super curious to check it out. Let's go. Like this. The vocals are maybe a little too distorted because I really can't make out what you're saying, and I think when you have a song, especially a song that's as short as this, you want to be able to hear what's being said and what the artist is trying to communicate, because right now all I get is garbled, right? And I want to be able to pick this out. Yeah, I actually think this song might even be a little more successful than the previous one, but we need to be able to make out what you're saying. I like the distortion. I think if you want that to be like your signature thing, use that as the accent. Use that as the thing that people go, oh yeah, I recognize this because of the distortion on it, right? But then there's got to be something that's intelligible. There's got to be something that I, as a listener, can walk away from and go, huh, like, had something to say in that song. And I think you have something to say in this song. Like, I hear you talking in the background, and it's really indistinct and hard to pick out about, like, something about being alive or don't want to be alive or something like that. We need to be able to connect with it, right? And if you want to use that distortion to push us away a little bit, that's fine. But give us something to connect to. That's my opinion. Again, if you think this is exactly how you want it to sound, and there's no room to like change this or do something different or move forward and experiment in a different way, you don't have to fix these songs, change these songs, right? You could do it moving forward. I that's what I would tell you. That's what I just told you. And honestly, just be fucking happy that you got music done. You released it. People are listening to it. It's amazing. It's amazing. You could not do this when I was a kid, and it's incredible that you can just put music out and anybody in the world could see it and listen to it, and that's incredible. Just absolutely amazing. Thank you for sending this stuff in to me. I do appreciate it. I'm sorry I didn't get to it last night. I hope to see you again in another live stream, and I would love to check out more of your stuff. I would love to see what people have to say about it. It is different enough and challenging enough because of the distortion that I think you're going to have some thick skin, because people might not be ready for it. Even though I think the distortion is really cool, I just think maybe you have a little too much of it because you probably fell in love with it, right? And you want it to be a part of your sound very, very much. And you got to ease us into it, or give us something else to connect to. That's what I would say. Have yourself a good day. I'll be back with some more music. Pop Squat, checking out. Please like, subscribe, and share. CashApp, PayPal, Patreon over here if you want me to listen to some music that you like and would like to see what my reaction is. And please go check out another video. Helps me out quite a bit. Bye-bye.